Akure, the Ondo state capital, was locked down beyond expectations yesterday as youths from Ondo North senatorial district trooped out in their large numbers to show their displeasure over the unlawful detention of their colleagues by the state attorney general, Kayode Ajulo. The youths, who are mostly from Apoko area of the state, said the commissioner for justice in the state, Kayode Ajulo, acted wrongly to have detained their colleagues without a tangible offense against them. Our staff reporter, Timitokwe Adedeji, who was at the scene, reports.
Youths under the auspices of Akoko Youth Forum on Wednesday protested the detention of their president, James Akeju, following an order from Ondo State High Court sitting in Akure. Akeju, former president of Rufus Giwa Polytechnic or Student Union SUG, and two others were incarcerated due to a dispute with the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Kayode Ajulo SAN. For several hours, the protesters shut down and barricaded the roads leading to the state secretariat at Talagbaka and the federal secretariat along Igbato Road, all in Akure, the Ondo state capital. They demanded the immediate release of Akeju and the others who were remanded in custody, including Adeniran Gabriel and Jaya Bisola. The youth described the actions of Ajulo as a gross abuse of power and a deliberate attempt to intimidate and silence the voices of youths in the state. They emphasized that the trio had been unjustly targeted after a confrontation with the Attorney General on March 28, 2025. The protesters, who refused to heed the plea of Commissioner of Police Wilfred Afolabi, brought cooking utensils to the protest ground, insisting that the incarcerated youth be released and meet them at the protest venue before they will leave. The coordinator of Ondo State Youth Network, Adegboyega Afe, expressed dismay over Ajulo's alleged actions. Afe said the youths were arraigned on frivolous charges such as threats to life and cyberbullying, among others. He further claimed that the trio were unaware of the arraignment, lamenting that Ajulo, who once portrayed himself as an activist fighting against oppression, had now become an oppressor of his own people.
What happened is this. I can't say much than this man has oppressed us. He turned someone that fought against oppressor now suddenly he has turned his head to oppressor as well. This man has done something very uncalled for, unlawful. Because you can just detain our youth, our presidents, and the other youth like that. What happened there some days ago, like should be on the 29th or 26th of last month. So as usual, we stage a program called Agoko Youth Summit. That is an avenue to just want to liberate the youth of that community and to have a program that will better their lives. So on this course, we'll be sending invitations to invites to everywhere. We've even went to the office of 3 ministers who are way bigger than Ajulo. 3 ministers of this federal republic. One is not from Ondo State, two is from Ondo State. So they welcomed us. And we are a fully registered association under the CAC. On getting to his office, one of our comrades went to go and visit to send him an invite as well. So he didn't allow them to talk. He was just shouting at them, "You guys are fraudster." That thing, that is defamation of character. I'm not expecting that from a legal luminary like him, calling us fraudster without there is no evidence where we have defrauded him of anything. So he shouted on us. He bullied us in this office. He sent us away. It was that we don't want to see you. All those things like that happens. Because as a man, you cannot call me a fraudster and I will keep put because that is not done. That is defamation. So they now talk back on getting home. Before you know, things have escalated to the fact that they have been inviting us. First, it was DSS that invited us. So we went to DSS office. Things sorted out. They say that now, and the Scorpion now invited us. So we went there as well. They now say we should come back again on this Tuesday. Unfortunately, I was not among the people that went there. But the three people that went there, before we know, they were saying they want to have interrogation with them. Before we know, they take them to court. Unaware, with unprepared, they take them to court. And just all those that kangaroo judgments, just give us that. They now lock them unlawful. That as in reminding them is very, very unlawful.
On his part, the National Social Director of Akoko Youth Forum, Oladimeji Adewumi, urged Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa to intervene and call Ajulo to order, stressing that they will not be intimidated. He says cyberbullying is a serious offense involving threats and online harassment, none of which occurred. Only our offense was visiting a public office to deliver an invitation to a community empowerment event.
Because you cannot charge someone to court, and that court does not have jurisdiction to remind them. So you now remind them in the prison for God's sake. These people, that are innocent people, that are the youth of the community, they charge them for cyberbullying, which there is no evidence of cyberbullying there. They charge them for cyberbullying, they are threat to life. How can someone come to your office and threat you where you have security there? You have you are the alpha and omega of the security of this community. Our demand is that you should free Akeju. And after we free Akeju, our demand is that we are appealing to the state governor, that the state governor of this state should talk to his appointee, which is the Commissioner of Justice, that is our brother as well, that he should release our Akeju and the other two secretaries that are there, that are in the captive now. Because now, if he didn't do that, we are here, we stay here till tomorrow, anytime. We cook here, we stay here, we sleep here. So what we want now is, we don't want to earn anything. Before we can say anything to them, we should see Akeju and the other two secretaries they felt in captive. But at the same time, this one will serve to him, because one, you cannot come from your house, from a house, and still destroy the house. Ajulo is from Akoko now. He's holding our mandate. That mandate, that office is a public office. Anybody can go there and talk, because it's not his office, it's not his private property. So he cannot just quench the fire of the fire in us as Akoko youth. So for this time, we are appealing to the governor once again that our governor should come into this matter with immediate effect. We cannot live here without those people that were held in captive.
However, the technical advisor to the Attorney General, Yomi Adebayo, said the youths were arraigned following a police investigation into incidents involving assault, conspiracy, actions aimed at breaching public peace, cybercrime, threat to life, and other related offenses that occurred at the state secretariat. Debayo said further that response to the development, the Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, who was out of the state, has returned to Akure and directed the Director of Public Prosecutions to formally take over the matter. The aim is to ensure a swift resolution while upholding due process, safeguarding the right of all parties involved, and potentially including their release. From Akure, the Ondo State capital, Temi Tokpe, Dedeji reporting for KAFTAN TV News.